Oh my God.
Is it working? Yeah, it is working. Suppose.
Let's just bleed over.
Hello, so we are back.
Oh.
Sorry again for that delay, but technology problems. We are so come on, we don't get used to that.
We're figuring this out.
Yeah, but we already fixed it.
That.
We already fixed it. So first of all, we want to say hi again to the ones doesn't see the other part of the stream we are making. We are just two friends talking about our situation now and the quarantine and everything. So we think it can be cool that we contact with our friends from around the world to know what's happening around. You know, it's like, okay, we can say about South Africa or Spain, but it can be cool if we know a bit more and from people. It's from us and from our friends and everything. So come up. Remember, if you want to make us questions, I'm watching on XGen Facebook fan page. So if you write there, I will show it.
I'm watching on Archive.
So just go online and see us. So it don't need that much presentation, but we have with us a killer artist, and it's from Israel, and he's a live legend that he was playing since ever. I love his music. I'm using it in all the sets. I think he's also known on South Africa because he was playing a couple of times, no?
Yeah. He's been here. I think twice. Most recent was a festival called The Village, and he played like a morning set, busted out his guitar, which was obviously quite a fun thing. It's always nice when you get a bit of an analog feel in it, and his tunes that he plays with the guitar, it tends to be a little bit more chuggy, not that silly E string chord, you know, it's a little bit more meaty. So yeah, definitely somebody I hold in a high revere. Also, something that, as far as the 3D vision stable goes, he kind of brings something a little bit different to the table as far as like musical creativity.
Well, he always have this kind of rock heavy aura, you know, on behind, always with this guitar, and even the music is quite galactic.
Yeah, the attitude, not the attitude.
Yeah, and the attitude. Come on, the face. So let's say hi to Josh. We will add him. So it suppose he's joining.
Yeah, let us welcome.
Okay.
Let us.
Oh.
We did tell him to.
Come on.
Told him to mission off. I think we.
Come on.
I think it's all right.
Hello,
let's go.
He's making the start operation. You know? We need to wait.
Yeah, we told it. Well, I mean, anyway, while we waited for him to make his appearance, to be fair, we were actually assholes. We told him that he can go make like a cup of coffee or something.
We don't give enough time. We don't give him enough time. So, guys, here will be out of signal, but still is not here. It's technology shit. So,
yeah, but it's all right. Man, what an amazing time. We can literally have like 3 different continents covered in one little conversation.
Come on, it's even more amazing. You know, it's even more amazing. Now I have an eye on the dining room of After Signal.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's all the small victories, really. I mean, he's got a very nice shelf. I won't lie. I mean, you know that those are all like nifty little things that he got in his travels. You know, like every time you go to a country, you got to try and pick up some little trinket.
Okay.
Oh yeah, hi John.
Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome. We was enjoying a lot your dining room. It's really nice, Josh.
Yeah.
How is it going?
Yeah, we were actually like looking at your shelf, and, like noticing all the little trinkets you have. Are you one of those people that? Yeah. Yeah.
It's a Mexican.
Mexico. Bravo, Mexico.
Definitely. The sun.
Wow.
Are you one of those guys that every country you go to, you try to pick up a little like a ornament or like a memento.
Yeah.
Nice.
This one is a special one from a very good friend of mine from Brazil. He's a very famous artist for bronze, actually.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Well, guys, I have to say something quite funny. Christophe Druillet, Absolum, it comes up to the chat saying Josh is on the bathroom. So come on. Okay, we will do it better on the next times. We promise. So let's put a bit to the people on what we are doing. We are explaining a bit how we are living this quarantine. So Josh, explain us a bit how is the situation in Israel right now? You are cool. There is problem on the streets.
Yeah, in Israel. I mean, yeah.
Things start to go back to normal actually because we found out the solution in a way to spread all the people in the beginning, so it's helped very much. And now, for example, today it's only 5 people that discover sick, and the system slowly go back to give all the damage that they happened before.
I mean, how many weeks have you guys been in lockdown for?
Around 7 weeks.
Yeah, it's about the same here. I think it's the same for you, Manu. It's like 8 weeks or something in Spain.
I have to say, we was freely to fly till the last day. But I already know because I was having a party with you reckon, and the Israel they was not allowing them to go without quarantine and to come back and everything. We was not doing that. The week before this quarantine, I was taking a tattoo. So on Holland, you know. So come on, we was not controlling that. We was having flights from Madrid to everywhere in the world, which it was like of the main focus till the last day. So come on, they took more care. So maybe that's the situation. It's a bit better there, and I don't know. They always get used to this kind of more control on this.
Yeah.
How is the situation in South Africa?
Oh man, it's pretty shit, dude. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I mean, we thought it, based on the fact that we were in a lockdown so quickly, it would have flattened the curve, so to speak. But the problem lies now is that as they let people out, we're kind of in a situation where they're letting people run and jog and walk their dogs every morning between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. So you've got like 10,000 people all walking away around the same walkway, which is completely defeats the point of social distancing. So we've got 5 stages now in lockdown, and we're in stage 4 at the moment. I believe when we get to stage 2 or stage 1 is when we can start to visit friends and family again. So it feels like miles away, because when I was talking to Manu earlier, he was saying that they're about to hit stage 1 in Spain. So that feels like it feels so far away before we get to that point of stage 1, because I still feel like we'll probably backtrack back to stage 5 if the infection rate goes up too quickly. So I don't know. It's a weird situation. I was confused with Israel. Obviously, you were just saying how they kind of moving people that are more ill into certain areas and kind of dealing with that, because I was seeing a lot of live sets from producers, with the exception of yourself. You were one of the few guys that actually was doing your live set from home, from your studio. But Bliss and all of them, they're like by the wall, and like Vinny Vici and them were like up on a rooftop. I saw Infected Mushroom were freaking like on a TV show. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is not social distancing. This is like the complete opposite of this. So yeah, like obviously you guys are doing something right in being able, maybe you guys just nipped it in the bud quicker, you know? It's like,
I like to follow the rules the government,
That's so anti-rebel.
Come on,
so anti-Cytrons.
Josh is a super nice guy. Also, I have to say, he's a super nice guy. He's super cool. So if there is rules, I'm sure he will respect it. So
that's good.
And I don't want to be the one.
I have Josh, before you talk with us a bit about what you are doing now, which is the new releases you have already, I have a special question for you. Absolute do it too, and he's asking me about your bra collection.
What?
Bra collection. I didn't understand it at all, so that's why I need to take it out and know. I think it's a joke about something on remember it's from travels and everything, that you have a bra collection, or you was making a bra collection or something like that. It can be bra, yeah, bra for girls.
Are we talking about titties here?
No.
We're talking
no.
What? Jesus,
I will get deeper on that. No, I will get all the information, and maybe we will make another show just to you reply that. Okay, so we will keep on that. But if you don't remember now, I will get from where it comes. No worries.
I think we should bring him on like 4 hours later for like a late night show. With
we need to wait till 12. Here in Spain, it's still 10. It's kids. It still is 10 and a half is still kids. So we should wait a bit more. But man, at 12 we'll call again. So you have to explain, okay? No, I'm joking. So please explain us a bit about which are your new releases, what you are working on with this quarantine.
I try to make remixes for all tracks to make better production, to learn about mistakes from old productions to new productions, checking many stuff, it's a good time to study, more.
So you see, this is a guy that have albums and really nice releases and everything, and he's just trying to fix the errors he have on the past and try to learn more and work more to make more, even better and more developed music. So come on, that's the fucking attitude, That's why I love that guy. That's why I love that guy. Come on.
Man, I mean, that's the thing.
I think every new track you learn new technique, new stuff, new sound. You can copy everything the same, but I like changes. So
I wonder how many producers are going to come out of this lockdown with like a different type of sound, or more like, a better level of. You think?
Well, most of them they will go out with a lot of kilos more.
Yeah, it's going to be. We're all going to be. Going to have to burn the kilos up on stage there. But again, man, I mean, this is probably the longest you guys have ever been in a lockdown. Not actually been locked up at home, so to speak. I mean, without touring and stuff. I mean, that's why I think I appreciate these live sets that you guys have been doing, because obviously you'd be playing almost every weekend. Usually, you'd be able to test your new tunes out. Now, we're kind of in a situation where none of us really know when we're going to get to proper festival size gatherings again. So I mean, it must be quite a weird situation for you guys as producers. Like, kind of, you're now looking at all of your music that you've been playing over the last year or so, and now it's like, okay, wait, this part actually isn't all that anymore. So it's like, I'm predicting lots of remixes and lots of live edits coming up for the near future.
Yeah, man.
It's a very good time to fix the house, also around. But to be honest, I also this time I found all the equipment that I have from past that I don't sell or show, like machines, box and stuff like this. So I have interest in the sounds over there. But nowadays, I think it's unique to them.
So
Well, I
guys,
mean, you guys definitely have always had your sound, your own vibe. The whole 3D Vision family has always had like all of you guys have that different edge, but that little line of similarity that links all of you guys together. That's why, I mean, you get so many themed DJ sets from fans where you'll have a 3D Vision set, and there'll be one track or two tracks of each of you guys like there, and it flows like butter. I mean, I was telling Manu, it's one of the funnest things when it came to live sets and DJ sets from you guys is the amount of new music that we get to hear every time. I mean, the live set that I heard from you, Josh, this weekend, it was like, I think I only knew 3 of the tracks out of the full hour. But all the rest are like unreleased or like some funny live edits. I was like, okay, this guy's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, you know?
My laboratory is full, man. Full.
It's an old school thing, you guys.
Things, you know, not only trance. Sometimes I do classical music for design movies, like post productions for movies, short movies. It's
yeah, well, soundtracks on the way. I mean, that's how you challenge yourself as an engineer. You know, being able to put those layers together, and you know, keeping the pressure of the sound at the relative dB so it doesn't stop the speakers when they convert it. Add all the other software. It is not that is pretty much the Mount Everest, I believe, when it comes to production. I mean, yeah. I've heard it from many of you guys where it's like that's where you challenge yourself.
So guys, what do you think if we join someone more to the conversation? We can have another point of view on this party, and also we can know a bit more about what is happening in other parts of the world. So maybe we can join someone. It's this time it's not a producer, it's a DJ, but it's super talented one, and it will give us also her view about another country and really different country, because she also has 2 sides. It's Mexican and she lives in USA, so she will give us more information, and also she talks in English quite good, so she will join us the conversation. So say hi to Lixx.
So yeah, drum roll. Introducing Lixx at a side view. Hello. No, wait. That way.
Okay.
It's better now. No?
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
Good morning. Morning.
Morning.
Good evening.
So how are you
everyone.
doing?
It's conversation for us.
Yeah.
And so,
And another crazy Sunday. Congrats on the cool set this weekend at the live stream. All 3 of you guys, actually, guys and girls. Like, you guys all really busted out. It was so killer hearing, like, all the new stuff. Again, being at the ass end of Africa, you know, we don't get treated to too much quality nighttime full-on that often. So, yeah, that 24 hours was a real treat. So, yeah. Again, kudos, Manu, for, like, kind of getting
the crew
together and doing that.
You maybe people doesn't know at all, but Josh was helping. He was playing at the time just to war for good the party, and then Lixx was helping backside. And then when I need to sleep a lot of hours, so she was taking care and talking with artists. Also, we was doing but not only us. Most of the artists, they take part like really active, like helping, talking with each other, trying to I'm finishing you, and you know, we was quite connected. It was so nice to work with all them. With that too, especially because I love both them. You know, they work with me. They are on my labels. I'm used to work with them, so of course they help me, and it's more normal. But even people was not that related with us. It was taking it as we was together. So it was really nice. So let's do it properly. I think everyone knows Josh worldwide, but maybe not everyone knows Lixx. So let's introduce her a bit. Okay, she's a Mexican DJ that she's living on El Paso, Texas, which is in USA.
Exactly.
And she's playing both in Mexico for a lot of years for biggest festivals on Guadalajara, Mexico DF, South. She was moving around, and she's also lately playing a lot on USA, which is a really small scene on psytrance. We are not that much artists going there to play or having the chance. You see the parties, and there is parties, but there is not that much. And she's introducing since the last 2 years. She also played on Spain. She was making kind of tour here, really nice. People love it. She was on Japan too. So she's one of the DJs that is really active on our scene because we are a few. We are not that much people. And it's not that easy to find active people, but because even you are supporting the music, you are playing that music, what else? You have to have that attitude to go a step more and more and more, and to go out and to play in bigger places and to have, I don't know, a bit of care. So she's that kind of, and also she's so talented. I played twice on Versus with she, and is one of the only persons that she do it as me. She can do it as me. As I was doing something and she was copying me. Like at the second, it was like, okay, you do it pretty good. It's like, okay, shut up, Manu. So it was like super good all the time. So that's it. So please explain us a bit. How are you and what is the situation where you're living, first of all, of this quarantine?
Well, actually, thank you for the sorry, I always a little bit nervous that, but thank you for everything for the commitments. For now, I'm trying to work in a little bit more with my tracks. I'm so slow actually, but I'm trying to make it because I love the music. Actually, I love the feeling, but it's a little bit for me slow. But I'm trying at the same time to make more sets and the different events that we have actually for mine too. And well, for now as well, I need to be in my home most of the times. Here, the things is a little bit difficult. I can go out. I actually working from home, and for me, for now, is everything good. But at the same time, I miss all the parties from all the world. I wanna go out now and play, but for now, just we can stay here at home. But I'm good and I'm happy and trying to make different things, and the people see that we can make a different world. Like the last event that we working like everything together to make like some different things to help, like depends like in the country that you are, like make donations, and that for me it was like a beautiful thing that we can make.
It was really cool. I mean, you guys actually, it was. I was actually telling Manu how I loved how each of you guys had your relative charities that you were donating to, and people got involved. And I mean, again, like Manu said, there was a period of 3 or 4 hours where he had to just pass out, and he had you run it. But by the time, even myself, and we run on the same timeline as Spain, by the time I woke up, you could just see the different charities, all with like some euro in each. It was really cool. I mean, you guys really pulled off something. It's just a noble cause, you know. It's just nice that you guys are able to share your art with people, you know, in this weird time. You know, it's like we're all stuck at home, all in but different parts of the world right now, you know, and you know, it's no different. We're all the same right now. We're all stuck in the same situation, you know. So yeah, it's really It's been quite crazy. I actually wanted to ask you, Lixx, because actually there's a weird thing with Mexico in that there is a huge number, well, not a huge number, but in comparison to countries like South Africa, where the number of female DJs, especially focusing on the nighttime full-on sound and the high-tech sound, it's just how do you guys like compete when it comes to obviously the same types of time slots? There's only so many time slots available, and you've got you along with, well, I won't name drop the other girls, but you know there's a lot of people, a lot of DJs that are all kind of vouching for the same time slot, so how does it kind of work with you guys, with all of you girls in the psytrance scene in Mexico? Do you guys all get along? Is it kind of like a family where you guys are all kind of communicating, or do you try be like the dudes and one up each other every now and again? Flex the muscles a bit.
Well, it's difficult. It's difficult because it's different genres, but most of the DJs trying to be nice with all. Not it's like to competence, not like that. But we try to always be like nice with everyone, like everything trying to make good, not like to fight or something like that. Well, the thing is with the genre, right now that we know that it's all night, it's a little bit difficult to play in different places because they always says that it's not a good music. No, it's like not good for everyone, but at the same time, I say all the people dance. All the people dance, all the people like it, they enjoy it, but it's a different thing. I don't know why. I don't know why.
People badmouth it all the time, yet I have never seen one person that plays a nighttime full-on set or a high-tech set or whatever, Twilight, whatever genre you want to call it. I don't ever see an empty dance floor of people bored when you hear a proper set, and that includes all three of you guys in my little L-shaped view here on the screen. But like literally, it's so funny. You've got literally these people constantly say, "Oh yeah, the nighttime Twilight sound or the full-on sound is dead," and I'm like, why the hell is it? Why do people keep saying that? Yet I'm not seeing people pissed off with me playing a set. I'm seeing people like happy and dancing hard.
Enjoy the music and everything. Like dancing.
Well,
I guess it's the same idea. It's like metal, dude. Like with the way it works with metal is that you've got all those different genres, but not all the genres are liked. You always have the one or two genres that's going to be the black sheep of the family, and that's just kind of what it is. But people still like the black sheep, so I don't know. I think even though the number of the army of the nighttime guys has kind of shrunk or spread out into other sounds, I still think there's enough of the right guys like yourself that are doing good for the scene and still adding music that people want.
There is,
it's like,
there is even if you can hear from people like, okay, this music is out of date and it's old and it's blah blah blah. There is a real truth that if we keep working, all the artists we are working, Josh is making super nice music. Maybe it's a bit different than before, but still it feeds on the same time, on the same night. It's on the same vibe.
So.
We are all updated a bit our sound, but still we are on the same. And come on, we know it. We are still working and we keep working. And every time we go to play, people is enjoying. It's not like, okay, I will quit because that guy is playing. People is coming to, maybe it's not the genre people knows more nowadays, or the young people is coming through that genre to the psytrance, but still it's a global community we have around. Okay, there is people from Japan that love the sound. There is people from South Africa that really love the sound. There is people in Portugal that, come on, they have it on the blood, you know. On Mexico, it's the same. In Israel, there is a lot of people also.
Yep.
They still love it. So there is a lot of corners in the world. Brazil, there is some people also. It's all around. There is some artists and some DJs and some people that still love it. Okay, maybe it's not that big that other sounds or other music, but still it's a good music. And every time we play and every time we make new music, people is hearing it. People is enjoying the sets or the live acts or what else. So it's more about,
isn't that the point?
while we are alive and doing
point.
stuff,
If they like it,
cannot disappear, you know. Even if some people doesn't want to see it, like, okay, I love more that, so I don't care about the rest. Okay, I don't fucking care about what they care. I do that and we do that because we love it. And the people who cares about, they will be happy about we care about our music. And the people doesn't give a shit about us, why we have to worry? You know, it's like it's more easy than that. Is we are right enough to do what we love. So it's easy. We love what we are doing. We invest our money, our time, our, I don't know. I spend a lot of New Year's Eve without my family and a lot of, I don't know. I spend a lot of my life just to do this of the music, you know. So no one will come and says me if I'm out of date or I'm wrong or I'm, come on, it's a fucking huge world which everyone has his own place. You know, it's like, man, I see on internet really weird and strange stuff and they have a place, they have views, they have followers. So everyone, if he do it good enough, he have the right to do what else he's doing. And we have more rights than anyone because we are doing it for long, you know, even before the ones they are criticizing it now. So come on, you know, it's so easy.
I think it's a weird thing when it comes to you and Josh, because obviously you guys are producing, and production, when you create music, that's where that comes from the heart. You know, that has to come from a place of honesty. If you ended up just making music that was popular at the time, it would be disingenuous. It'd be like Britney Spears trying to sing a Marilyn Manson something, you know, like, you know, some stupid other example. But I think more the difference when it comes to the DJs like myself and Lixx, because we're in this situation where, again, I don't know, in the case of you, Lixx, when it comes to the felt from guys or your peers to kind of change your style to fit in and be more like, it's a different story for a producer, because what you hear is what you get. That is the way it goes. But for DJs, you feel the pressure to conform and almost have to adapt your style in order to make these big, you know, the organizers or whoever the bookers are happy in booking you, even though you know you could play a set of MMD, 3D Vision, Mechanic, whatever, and people will go bananas for it. But you have to always kind of compromise a little bit of yourself nowadays in order to get the bookings. Is it kind of like that in Mexico? Like, well, I mean, obviously America's a different story there, but Mexico also.
You know what? Before, sometimes the organizers trying, like, play another music, and like you can play side trance or progressive, and then I went, okay, I can do that, but it's not the same because my genre is like, no, it's that one, and I wanna respect my genre. If you wanna take me, it's okay. If it's not, I understand. But at the first time I have that kind of problems, but now, no, it's most of the organizers respect my genre. I know there is like not most one like that, but when they see my work, they change it. Actually, when they see that I can move the people, everything dancing and acting, it's like they change their mind. It's a different, but I got you about that. That is difficult with the DJs, the producers, because the organizer always gonna respect the producer, because it's his music, it's his own, no? The difference with the DJs is like, well, maybe I can getting in the lineup, or maybe like later, because they're not like, oh my God. I respect everything. I know for now in Mexico, I see most like the organized trying to be different, like the genres. Like the last year, I saw that it's more like salsa, dark, and not like before, like with the progressive, that we have a lot of that kind of music. But it's like, I think like all the genres, no, they need change a little bit, but later they change their minds and try to put it us again, because I saw that. But I think that we need to be like constantly with like the music that you like, and trying to always be like this line, no? But I don't know. I got you about that one.
I know, Josh. Like, obviously, you're a proper muso. I would say, like, you actually come from a classical musical background. You obviously played live guitar. I'm kind of curious. What current guitar are you using now to record your stuff, or what are you using nowadays?
Guitar. It's from a native instrument. It's very powerful. Rock. You can build a very huge system inside, but it sounds very real, and it's very easy to record, and it's very direct.
Yeah, man. You have quite a badass studio.
I like things that I can travel with them. I don't need I like gadget stuff, for traveling. Good quality.
Yeah, it definitely, it's one thing that I've always kind of noticed, that you are a little bit different from everybody else in the 3D Vision crew, is the analog influence that you have, the more real, raw, organic sounds. Even in the percussion that you use is a little bit more, I don't know, it's almost like you try to get your hands on every little bit of the sound as much as you can. So
yes,
yeah, I agree.
Nothing to say about it's what I can do. It's come natural.
So, I mean,
I'm thinking when I'm creating something, I'm thinking what to do, this, I will change this all the time. And trying to make ideas, new or even old, to people remember,
Do you feel like the longer you keep doing this, the idea, you're always able to pull yourself into the being or on the dance when you're making the music? Is that kind of something that gets a little bit harder as the years go on? Because obviously you're always the guy on the stage. It's very seldom that you'll be the person on the dance floor, after the set, for sure. But how do you pull yourself into the mind frame of, okay, now I'm gonna make one of these tunes? Obviously, you guys all have your sounds and your layouts, but it's like you're still able to pull yourself into that.
It's a complicated question, because
actually, I kind of lost track of thought of the question also. But I mean, do you feel now, like your production, as far as Outer Signal, do you feel like it, like compared to tracks that you put out 5 years ago, that the level of production has kind of, you've elevated a lot in that too?
For sure. Always. Or like, it's like every day, it's a new day, you know. Like this.
Well, I know you inspire the bearded guy in the corner over there with the tracks. I know you guys have worked on a few tunes together also. Are there any unreleased tunes out of Signal vs. Xgen that we can expect in the future?
Well, we have we was talking the other day about something I already talked with Herman about, and then we agree. And we are giving one of our best Xgen tracks to him to remix, and then he will give us one of his mythical and super nice outer signal tracks to us to
wow.
remix.
Nice. That's win-win. That's like everybody wins
man,
and the dance
you
floor
should know. You know me. Now you know Josh. Now you know Josh. Josh is really fast compared with us. We are really slow making music. We have our lives out of this production also. I'm working on design. Herman is a musical teacher. And we work together. We love to work together. So sometimes we wait too much. So come on, we need to finish the album. We already have some job to do. But once again, it's one of the next ones after the album. And we will already send him the files as soon as we can. And he will send us the files. So this should begin. And then as soon as it begins, it will release. I don't know when, but at least it begins. Okay? It's like that. We are releasing all tracks. Josh is sending me new mixes from tracks he was doing a lot of years ago. Now he's updating it. So it's not about that. It's about we have the will to work on that. So it will come. Okay? Just believe on us.
It's good. I love it.
That's awesome to hear. New music from Josh.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you, as far as Lixx goes, any interesting like albums or anything that's caught your ear recently? Any releases that have been put out recently that have like kind of, you know, don't have to necessarily be side tracks. That's why I kind of want to. I'll get to Josh. Who's your favorite metal band? But we'll get to that in a bit. Are there any albums that you've been listening to recently since lockdown? Any different? Like, what's the music that you're used to listening to nowadays? Now that you're at home all the time.
Well, I love at the same time. Well, I love psytrance, but I love drum and bass, rock, reggae. I love a lot of music. Actually, I'm so like, how can I say? I love all the kind of music. I'm not like just close that. I don't want to like. No, I prefer hear like everything. But most of the time, for now, I think I hear drum and bass. I love drum and bass. Actually, I wanna like make a mix from drum and bass.
Oh, really? Nice. What about you, Manu? I mean, obviously you're a big time into the techno and whatnot. You listening to anything like that nowadays?
I don't know how and why, but nowadays the techno labels, I'm receiving a lot of promos because we have also a small techno label, and I'm DJing techno, not that big time as psytrance because it's kind of my side project. But some years ago I was more active, and still I'm playing all the times I can because I love it. It's just instead of playing other psytrance, I play tech house, which I love it. I play hard groove, which I love it. And lately I was playing also this kind of ethno house, ethno techno, which is kind of El Búho and all this, and I enjoy that too. So I have to say, since this quarantine begins, every day I'm getting like 2 or 3 new promos of tech house and techno and minimal and all that. So man, it's a huge list of music I have to listen now, and I have to put on my tractor to try to play and everything. So you can expect soon that I will be playing here on my kitchen or my terrace some tech house, okay? So maybe we will make a techno omelette.
Manu guitar?
Well, this is kind of okay. She discovered me a bit. I'm making from the last, let's say from the last year, I'm making a kind of side project, but it's not a project yet. I don't have a name or what else, but I have like 10 or 12 Ableton projects at 175 BPMs, kind of fast, full on, I don't know what else. But
yeah, that's borderline high. That's a weird thing. High tech. The term high tech in Mexico, the term high tech means nighttime full on.
Not yet. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. It's a lost fight.
Basically, it's like a gabba or psychcore or whatever. Subgenres are confusing.
Man, not anymore. Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore.
That's borderline high tech BPMs. 175, 180. Isn't that like high tech BPM?
Yeah, yeah. Is that kind of?
Fast.
I have to explain that I began to make that music last year. I have a kind of familiar. I have a familiar what she was having a really bad time, and I had a lot of problems around my life at that moment. A really bad time, and not on me, but it was people around me that I loved a lot, and they was having really bad time. So this kind of situation, you don't have any control. So I was sitting in front of the Ableton, and instead of have the will to make some techno, I did some techno sometimes, or open 145 or 46 BPM tracks, or what else, or do new lives, or what else. I had that feeling all the time that I need something more, I don't know, furious or something like that, energetic and fast, and I don't know. So when I realized I already have 4 or 5 of these projects, I'm already making a couple of them with a friend from Mexico, which he have already a project of that kind of music. And I got also 2 or 3 guys more to work, because when I realized I already have like a 12 or something like that projects with 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, which I don't even have a name. So to me, it's not like this rush. People don't have to worry too much. I will be Nanuk again forever. But it's about something that is making me happy, and if I can do it, and I can do it properly.
But it's not. It's nice, no, to make a different kind of music, not like we do, no?
Yeah, but also.
Surely, I mean, isn't it why you guys make what you make?
Everything, whatever you want. Actually, that's so nice.
But it's just music. I don't know. We take really serious. Like Germán and me, we both have a lot of stuff outside TechGen. People have to understand that we care a lot of more stuff. Germán is he have his mastering studio. Like he's mastering a lot of good people, and he have job all the time. And me also, I have job, and so we have another projects and another stuff. But at the same time, we always take this TechGen as something like it was our dream, so it deserves to have our time, our priorities most of the time, and to take it really serious. But at the same time, we all are free to make this stuff, and we all have that, I don't know, we want to try different things, and we are all listening different kind of musics, not only trance or psytrance, even not only electronic music. And trust me, every time you hear something, it's so easy, you get it into your head, and then you come to the studio, and there is some of these parts suddenly appears in your productions because what you make is what you get from everywhere, like what you are getting around is what you will produce in the end. So here, Germán and me, we was listening techno and tech house and all this stuff for a lot of years. That's why our sound, XGen, it sounds a bit more techno repetitive, like coming up and big stops and these uplifts. It's quite different. You can feel from every artist, he has his own background, and also not the background. It's what they are all the time hearing. I think people can really feel it. That's why, well, before we mention Absolum, it have one thing he says, and it's really smart. You can give the same sound pack to different artists, and they will do a fucking different result. Because you give the same files to me and to Josh, and it will be a fucking different track. Even if it's a 3D Vision style track, it will be so different because he will do what he thinks and he knows, and me, I will go down with Germán, we will be there, and he will put his, I will put that, and we will see what is best, and then he will say, okay, that is best, okay. So we will continue, so that's it. It will be completely different, even with the same sounds, even with the same, I don't know, the same plugins, the same everything, the same Logic or Ableton or Cubase. I don't care. Fruity Loops if you want. I don't fucking care. Result is about the hands are using it, not just the sounds. That's why people is saying, you should not use loops or you should not do that and that. It's not about what you use. It's how about you use it. There is people making DJ sets with a lot of equipment, 200 buttons to control, and they are done doing nothing. And there is other people that have a small controller or a small thing, and they're making crazy stuff, 4 decks and this, and sending loops and doing that. So it's not about what you have. It's about what you can do with what you have. Come on. So, man, we have to be open-minded all the time. Even if we respect a lot and we follow a lot our music, I'm working more easy with people is not from my night style of music than to people is from my style of music. And that's the truth. You know, I'm touring with people is not from my sound, or I'm sharing a stage with that guy, or I'm staying on an hotel with that guy, or I'm flying with that guy. And they are so cool and they have the same problems like us and they have the same things like that. And it's the fucking same. They are just making another music, but they are on the same life we are doing it. They have the same kind of problems. If they have a label, they have the same label problems. If they are DJs, they have the same problems, like someone is quitting because he's a friend and blah, blah, blah. Man, world is the same, but sometimes we get it wrong. Like we think our problems and our way to see the life is the only one. But it's not like that. It's everyone is living on the same world and is having kind of same feelings and same situations on the life. It's about someone, it have it on that country, someone have it on that country, someone have it on that party, someone have it on that party, or this airline company or this airline company. But we all are flying, playing, going to fucking same Pioneer mixer or what else. So we all have the same problems. You know, it's
technically we probably all should. We all should have had COVID already, and like we've all probably touched the same mixer at some point in our life. That's a weird thing. At some country, we all touched the same mixer.
Man, you can't imagine. I have a old Pioneer 500.
It's probably all of us in Japan, to be honest. It was all of us in Japan. We all touched that 2000.
Yeah. Man, I have an old mixer, a Pioneer 500, that I was renting it to a friend. Like just with the parties here, everyone played with that one. You know, like. Huge techno names, huge psytrance names. So we are all the same. We are using the same equipment. Even if the persons are coming, are changing and everything, problems are the same. The feeling of the people is the same. It's just people going to parties and artists that are wanting to play music. Doesn't matter if they are DJs, they are live acts, they do it analogic, digital, what else? In the end, if you go to the core, it's just people who want to have fun and people who create something and want to share it. And it's easy as it is. Then we can have huge sound systems, huge promo, huge decoration, huge everything. But if you go to the core of the thing, it's just someone is showing something and someone is enjoying and wanting to have fun. So if you quit the rest, you will understand that techno is the same, dark is the same, full on is the same, everything is the same. Come on, it's slight difference that instead of make us be different, it have to make us join and be, I don't know, be special. You know, we have that kind of sound and that kind of things that fit more on certain times of the night on a party. But then there is other people, it's much better. I'm not enjoying on having a 24-hour party of my kind of music. Sorry to say, but that's not fun. At least to me. To me, it's fun to have a party that is changing all the time. And it's flowing, you know, and it have, okay, it's sunny now, so maybe I want something a bit more, you know, groovy and more like that. And then it's nighttime, so I want something more acid, more fast, and maybe more stronger. Come on, we are not eating all the days the same, and we are not watching all the time the same movie, and we are not, we are not reading just the same author, or we are not just watching the movies of that director. Or so if we are open on everything, why we are not open on music? Okay, and all you guys know me. I'm one of the biggest fans of night music, you know. But even thinking like that, come on. I love to have friends outside that music. I love to share knowledge. I know to share things, parties, what else. And most of my best friends are not from my music, really. Because if not, I'm limiting myself. It's stupid. The world is so huge. everyone on this screen, I think it have the same.
I think you get I think this is the whole thing though. You get good music in every genre. That's why, I think that most people will say they don't support a genre. They just support the music because I mean, you get good time. Yeah. You can also get bad progressive. You get bad nighttime. That's unfortunately the thing we have to deal with as label owners is being that guy, that bad guy that actually says, "Oh, this is good enough, but this isn't good enough." And some of us deal with giving critique a little easier than others. So sometimes guys should need a bit of input. A lot of the time, guys won't be very accepting of that. It's kind of a take it or leave it, which is kind of, I guess that's why I like a label like 3D Vision. Kind of is it's a stable of artists that all have the same wavelength of mentality with the product of music that they have to put out. Because every release that you guys have put out, always it's consistently the vibe. It might evolve, like you said, like you yourself and Josh, you guys have changed your style over the years, but there's still that essence of artist signal, that essence of X-Gen that's there, even though the sounds somewhat change, the frequencies have cut a little bit, even, shit like that.
Even the sound most of the times it changed because the technology also changed. It's come on, you just need to hear the old music. Before they want to record something, sure. Sometimes you have to call a friend just to help you with the open the reverb or the delay because it was too much buttons. You have to record just to get in on the analogic. Then now we can put a lot of plugins, and every year is new stuff that make new things, and the update of Logic or the update of Ableton or Cubase is allowing you to do new stuff. So of course we are evolving because the machines we are using all the time are evolving. It's few artists that still have Windows 98, or something like that. Like they have a closed system, or a Snow Leopard or things like that. We all have to adapt on a moment because I don't know, the silent doesn't work, silent 2 or this. So we have to update. There is a time, even if you don't want, you need to update. And once you update, new plugins, new stuff, new sounds, even libraries are changing and rumplers, everything. So every time you sit there is new stuff coming up, and of course we change. We should change. It's not, even being sincere with us and with the sound we love, we should change all the time, but not evolve doesn't mean change. It means do it better. To me, it's like that.
It's evolving. Yeah. I mean, it's just an evolution. It's like stage 1, stage 2 type thing, level 1 out of signal, level 2 out of signal, probably at about level 4 or 5 at this point of Josh's career, But it's been a fun journey to watch. I mean, I can't wait to actually hear what's to come after this whole lockdown, because I'm sure you guys are just holding out. It's like Braveheart, just like hold new music. So yeah, we'll wait and see. But yeah, Manu, I'm looking at the time here. I'm wondering whether or not
we already get an hour. It's supposed we have another guest, but he's not joining. Maybe he's eating or walking out with the dogs, or who knows. So maybe we will make another show one day soon or not soon. We need to check this of the quarantine, because guys, next Monday I'm going out. This Monday, tomorrow, in a bit, I'm going out to stage 1, which it means I can go out, I can meet friends. So maybe I will not be that able to do these streamings anymore. No, I'm joking. I will come back to you, no matter what.
Asshole. What are you, just going to leave us here in our houses alone?
No.
Or you go out and wander around the streets and give people hugs and shit? What is this, my dude?
No, come on. Okay. There is 7 days.
Like there is 7
days a week. I can save some hours on Sunday to make that. No problem. So if you want, we'll repeat again.
Don't go do us any favors here.
No, not favor. Not favor.
I'll try and fit you into our schedule.
Come on. I'm fucking enjoying to have you guys here. And it's not like that. I was joking.
No, man. You're lucky, man. I'm hopeful that we'll all be joining you and getting out and about soon enough also. So yeah.
Right.
But it's been so cool, like actually, like having you guys like join us. Josh, it's been like I think 7 years since I got to see you face to face, even like this. And I mean, the guys from the village still speak highly of you, and the Cape Town crowd still misses you. So yeah, man. And hopefully one of these days we'll get the lovely Lixx down to SA. Maybe the lovely Manu also. We'll see.
Come on. You have a super nice party here. You just need to find a gig for all of us and we can blast for a lot of hours. So let's make a South Africa party. You, me, Lixx, and Josh. We can have a super nice party. There was another guy have to come up, so maybe he can join to the party, but not anymore. He didn't join. So
well, man, we'll always have Portugal as our backup plans. All of us. That's the one line of commonality. It's like we all have Portugal. But yeah. I mean, it's actually been a really killer like chat with you guys. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's a little later our side than it is for you, Lixx. But Josh, it was an honor chatting to you again, man. It's been years.
Pleasure. Thank you for inviting. It's not
yeah.
awesome.
What a weird Sunday night. I mean, honestly, there could have been 100 different things, but here we are. And you're about to kick off your day, Lixx. I think what's it? Must be almost near midday your side, about 11, 12 o'clock.
It's gonna be 3 p.m.
Oh, jeez, it's the afternoon. Oh, well, I guess you don't have anything going on, so whatever.
It's the day just starts for me. Yeah.
Well,
so,
yeah.
Let
me to be here with you guys.
It was great to chat and meet you in semi-person. I mean,
for the first time.
I think we've adversely known each other. I think we've jumped 2 or 3 labels each since meeting each other. So good times. Yeah. Hopefully you're home now, and my courage